God is good all the time. Welcome, friends, to 3 Minutes with Father Al. I'd like to discuss with you two types of time: chronos time and kairos time. You might recognize the word chronos from words like chronometer or chronology. Chronos time is measurable time, seconds, minutes, hours, days, etc. What then is kairos time? Well, kairos time is a moment when God intervenes and all of a sudden the restrictions of time and space are taken away and we go into a kind of timelessness and an eternal moment. That happened to me when I was 15 years old. I was attending the Aspen Music Festival in Colorado, and Robert Shaw, the great choral conductor, was directing a performance of Beethoven's Solemn Mass. And the end of the Gloria reaches this frenetic climax, and at the very end, the chorus sings out Gloria, and at that moment, time for me seemed to stop, and I was overwhelmed with such joy and exuberance, and I broke out in a cold sweat. And looking back at that moment, I can understand what kairos is. In this weekend's gospel, Peter has a kairos moment. Jesus says first, "Who do people say that I am?" And the disciples give measurable, reasoned answers. Well, some people say you're Elijah coming back to hearken the Messiah. Others say you're a prophet, or maybe John the Baptist coming back from the dead. I don't know. But then he goes deeper and he says, well, you, who do you say that I am? And in that moment, Peter receives the kairos of grace and says, you are the Christ, the Messiah, the Son of the living God. And my friends, why does a parish church exist? To set the condition of possibility for every person to experience the kairos of grace. And that may happen in many different words, many different ways. Maybe a homily, maybe a piece of music, maybe an experience of nature, maybe a moment of being held when you're suffering deeply. This week, friends, I encourage you and me to be on the alert for these moments of kairos, that we too, like Peter, can say, you, Jesus, are the Christ, the Son of the living God. God bless you, and see you in church.